Hi everyone, I am today with a celebrity in the telecom world, and his name is Giovanni. And Giovanni is a consultant in telecom world for designing large networks of voice and video and other networks also. Something like, for example, if you wanted to set up like a WhatsApp for 2 billion people, this is the guy who you would call and say, hey, I want to design a 2 billion user network. So thank you for your time and thank you for hosting me. This is his kingdom where he designs stuff. Um, so Giovanni, who are you? Where were you born? What kind of school did you go to? What kind of parents did you have?
Hi, I hail from Milan, that is in the north of Italy. Italy is a small country in Europe that is mostly on the sea and is connected also with Central Europe. So, Italy has a kind of double kind of culture that is half Mediterranean and half Germany-like. So it's a kind of mixture that mingle both the art and happiness of life with the feeling of production and innovation that is more from Central Europe. So it's kind of crisscrossing of energy. And I was born here, so I have those marks of culture in me, and that has in some way weighted on how I grow up, because after doing the state schools and then I was in university for philosophy, and so nothing to do in some way for with technology, but then was more versed into philosophy of science, and then from there the bizarre things of the life happens, and I was in a motorcycle, and I was hit by a car, and I had two legs broken, and I was in the bed, and my old friend told me if I want to do a translation of a book. I was a student, and so in that period I was doing electrician as a work to pay for my studies, and I was a very good electrician, by the way. And then I grabbed the opportunity, obviously, and after a while I realized that the book that I had to translate was from English, and I was not knowing English at all, because I had done French in school, so you also can hear from my English that I've not done English in school. And so, in a way, I learned English while I was translating the book. And that book was the Webster Dictionary of Computer Terms. And you know that those kind of books at the end have a section that is cross-reference between the two languages, in this case Italian and English. And so at that time, you must think that that time was like 91, 92. And at that time, that friend lent me a computer with a big Olivetti one with those floppy disks that were floppy for real. I mean, you can bend them. And I used a program that was called the Framework of Ashton Tate. And at the end, I kind of learned how to program, because I want to make a cross-referencing at the end of the book To order both the Italian and the English part and cross-reference them. So at the end, I was translating from English and I was programming, and that was one of the things that totally changed my life and introduced me to the world of computer. And that was because I had broken legs from one side, and from the other side because I had a friend that was, let's say, so bizarre to give me a book to translate without asking me if I know the language. And that's how it all began. And after that, I was doing translation for technical magazines and technical newspapers. And after a while, I became a journalist for in the technical world, and I wrote a lot. And but I was not like other journalists that they were real journalists. I mean, they were there, but they were kind of craving to be in car magazines or in magazines for sailors or for fashion or things like that. And to me, I was not interested in journalism at all, but I was, let's say, in love with technology. So I was really trying to understand the technology, and quickly I became an expert, and I was for real trying and implementing things, and we're now like 93 or so, and that was the way that I met with Unix, that is a special operating system for big computers at that time, and from that I was let's say very interested, and it began my journey, my intertwining with the server community. And we're talking before it was the web, and when the internet was only for military and universities, and was mainly text-based, without images and without those kind of things, and so after a while I was one of the experts, and so I was contacted by other people to just a moment.